Hello. So this is going to be a one and done video, so hopefully it's not terrible. Just kidding. Uh, I just I'm not going to do multiple takes. We'll say that. All right. So here's the swing brackets. When I do a part that has a lot of fillets on it, I ignore the fillets till the end. So these little curved edges. So I just kind of assume that it's straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the sketch on the side here, extrude it out, and then I'll add the cutouts afterward. So I'm going to make a circle with a radius of 1, which is a diameter of 2. So I'm going to start with this side here. So I'm going to do a new sketch, and I'm going to do, when you make a circle, it automatically, look at that, that was amazing. It automatically does diameter. If you're doing an arc, it's a radius. So I'm going to do 2. And then the center circle, so notice that this is a radius of 2. This is a diameter of 0.75. So I'll do another center circle, 0.75. Alright. And then there's a distance of 1 that's straight plus 0.3. So 1.3 out. That's like a tangent to the circle. So I'm going to choose a line, and I'm going to go right here. I'm going to go over 1.3 here. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. 1.3. Then I'm going to go down 0.8 on both sides and out 3.7. So 1.8. So I'm going to go down. Sorry, 0.8. And again, if you have a different way of doing this that's way better than mine, feel free. I think you could have done like mirroring and stuff. Sometimes it's just easier to just, oops, that worked perfectly. And I go up there. And let's just make sure I got that right. 3.7 here. That should be 0.4, though it should already be dimensioned correctly. We can check it. Look at that, 0.4, beautiful. So now I can extrude this. I'm going to extrude this part and this part. And since I have this line here, I could trim it out, but I'm just going to leave it just to show you it works. I'm going to extrude this and this, the width too. Boom. Okay, so now you can kind of see where we're going here. Then I'm going to do a rectangle on the top. I'm going to, it's 0.3 from either side and 0.3 from the back. So I'm going to do a new sketch here. Oops, didn't work. Create sketch. And I'm going to make a rectangle. I don't care how far it comes out. I'm going to go from here to here, 0.3. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I'm going to go from here to here, 0.3. And then from the back to the front, 0.3. Oh. Then I'm going to extrude and cut this piece. This one and this one. I'm going to go down. And I'm going to go cut, and then for distance or for extrude type, I'm going to do all. And it just extrudes all and cuts all. Boom. So now I'm going to make the hole and this little like raised part in the middle. It's 2 circles with like a rectangle in the middle. The circles have a diameter of 0.6. And the middle part's 0.8. So I'm going to make a new sketch here. There's going to be a lot of like circles and things on here. Great sketch. So I'm going to make a circle. And I can actually put this right in the center by hovering here, and then it shows me like, oh, it should. Maybe since it's not projected. I can see with my grid that this is the middle though. 0.6. I'm going to do another one. 0.6. I'm going to do a rectangle. Actually, what's the distance between the circles? 0.8, so I can dimension the distance between the centers, click, click, of the circles is 0.8. And then I can do a tangent line here. And then I also, I could do tangent here and click here and here, just so that I know these are all connected. That just forces that line to be only touching the circle in one point, which means tangent. So that is the outer, or the inner circle. There's an offset of 0.2 for that shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this part and this part, and then I'm going to do an offset of this of negative 0.2. No, well, let me do negative. There we go. So the center was 0.6 and then there was 0.2 offset. Boom. And then that is great. The center is cut. And then I have another circle with lines here. The circle is a 0.6 diameter also, and it's 0.5 from the end. So actually I need to dimension this one. So let me get the new circle. This new circle is going to be like directly across from here, 0.6. Oops. And the distance between those centers is 1. And then the distance of this is 0.5. And then there's line here to the end. If I push shift, it should force it. There. And see, tangent's good. That means that it's only touching the circle in one spot. If it didn't do that, I could click the constraint and click the circle in the line to force the constraint, but it's already there. And then I think I just trim off this little bit here, and then I should be able, oh, is that right? Yeah. And then I'll just cut that out. So once I've done that, I'm going to finish my sketch. And I'm going to move this sideways. I'm going to extrude and cut this and this. And then notice this sketch is gone. I can go into my sketch menu and turn the visibility of this sketch. And I'm going to raise this part because notice it's like raised 0.1. So I just went into my sketch menu and I highlighted this so that I can still see the sketch I made here. I'm going to do extrude this sketch 0.1. Oops, not 0.4. And there. Okay, so it's almost, and I'm going to turn the visibility of it off now. So now I'm almost done. I just have to add in the, oops, this should have a radius of 4. So I kind of freaked out for a second because I thought that I would have to do a change, but I think we're good. So I'm going to do a fillet on the edge here of 0.4, and that's going to make my arc there, and also select this edge. Okay, I should have done both. This edge, 0.4. Okay, so that makes those curves. Then unless otherwise noted, all fillets are 0.1. So notice that I can't tell if this, so this edge here is filleted, and then all the other edges are filleted. So the end, this outer edge here is filleted. All right, so I'm going to do another fillet. I'm going to select this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge, think that's it. And then the radius is 0.1. There, that's it. So again, when you're modeling something with curvy edges, I would always ignore the curvy edges and then add them at the end. Okay, so that's it. You're gonna save it so you don't have to do it again as swing bracket.